Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. So happy to have you with me today. Remember to subscribe, share the podcast, leave comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, you can follow me online at katrinajohnson.online or on Instagram at I am Katrina Johnson. I thank you again for joining me, and let's get into the show. I want to take a moment to speak with you about BetterHelp, a sponsor of the Katrina Johnson Show. You know I'm big on inspiring people to live their best lives, but sometimes we need a little more than words of inspiration. When mental health interferes with your daily routine and lifestyle, you need someone to confide in that can help you with sorting through your emotions. That's exactly what BetterHelp is all about. It's professional therapy done securely online and is available to clients worldwide. With BetterHelp, you can get your needs assessed and be matched with your own licensed professional therapist. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. It's more affordable than traditional offline therapy, and financial aid is available. Remember, living your best life begins with taking care of your mental health. BetterHelp, a sponsor of the Katrina Johnson Show, wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com/KJ Show. That's BetterHelp, HELP, and join the over 500,000 people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. And here is a special offer for the Katrina Johnson Show listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/KJ Show. Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. I am so happy to have you with me today. Thank you for joining me on this episode. I am so grateful. So I want to take time today and talk about the importance of letting go of the past and living in the present. So this title of the podcast is Letting Go of What Was. So I have a question for you. Are you holding on to what could have been? Or perhaps you're holding on to a painful memory. Sometimes the best way to move on from the past is to just let go. And it's okay to not hold on to the things that made us unhappy in the past. We can choose to live in the present and focus on the things that make us happy. So I have a line from the movie Creed 3 that I heard last week when I went to the show to see the movie. And the line that stood out for me was, let go of whatever was and be what is. When I heard this quote, it hit me in a profound way. Because sometimes we do tend to live in the past. Perhaps you had a phenomenal past, but over time things happen and you didn't totally fulfill your goals or reached your fullest potential. And you may want to live there or go back to the past. It was a point in time when you were almost at this peak in life. You were so close to signing that record deal. You were almost ready to go to the altar and get married, but the other person broke it off. You were excelling in sports, but got an injury, and then your dream to play professionally came to a halt. You were on a successful career path, but got laid off. It doesn't matter what it was. You were almost there. It was a good time, but now is what's important. Now the present is what's important. Let's just think about this. If we live in the past, what does that mean for our future? What does that mean for the present time? Is it healthy for us to live in the past when we're not able to enjoy what's in front of us? I don't think so. It should be very clear that if we live in the past, it will be difficult to live in the now. Now, there are some memories that can be good to reflect on, but then there are others that are not so favorable and may take some work in order to get past the disappointments. Maybe those memories require forgiveness, forgiving ourselves for something we did or did not do, forgiving someone else who might have offended us. Whether we're living in the past by wishing things could be as though they were, or living in the past with bitterness or pain, neither has any real value or meaning at the moment. So I think it is important to remember that everything that has happened in our past is gone. It's over. We can't change it and we can't go back to it. And I think that sometimes people do find themselves stuck. For whatever reason, they're just stuck in the past. And it's hard for them to get up and move forward or just at least be in the now so that they can move forward towards their future. But I want to give you 3 reasons why it is important to move on. Number 1, and you can write this down. Moving on allows you to start fresh and focus on the present. It also allows you, number 2, it allows you to experience new opportunities. And that's the thing. If you're living in the past and your focus is, why did this happen? And I wish it coulda, woulda, shoulda. That is not allowing yourself to experience the newness of life and what it is today and what it could be in the future, because you're holding on to something that is gone. Number 3, it allows you to focus on making new and perhaps better memories. Again, moving forward gives us a chance to create newness, gives us a chance to be and explore new opportunities, be present to explore new opportunities. So I'm going to repeat those. The 3 reasons why it's important to move on. Number 1, moving on allows you to start fresh and focus on the present. Number 2, moving on allows you to experience new opportunities. And number 3, it allows you to focus on making new and perhaps better memories. So in order to move on and get out of the past and get unstuck from the past, we may need a mindset change, right? Since going back is out of the question, let's use the past to our advantage. And I hope this helps somebody out there. So what I mean by that is using the past to our advantage. Let's talk about the word past. We know it means what happened before, the opposite of present. So past, P-A-S-T. I have created an acronym for the word, an acronym that will remind us to be present and leave the past behind. You might want to write this down. The acronym that I've created for the word past is pursue, act, see, today. Again, pursue, act, see, today. Pursue the things we want in our present life. Act on what we need to do to create the life we want now. See the beauty in the present and recognize its importance by putting effort into creating new positive memories. And today is what we have right now, so make it count by embracing it. Pursue, act, see today. So I challenge you, anytime you find it difficult to move on from the past, remember that acronym. Pursue, act, see today. So what we can do is focus on the present, as I said before, and what is happening right now. We can be present in our lives and enjoy the moment. No need to rob ourselves of the joy, peace, and happiness of being in the now, unless we choose not to move forward. And there are some people that choose not to move forward. There are people that would prefer to just be the woe is thou person, to want to blame others for their mistakes and their failures, and just want to live there. But I want you to know that living in the present is achievable. That's if that's what you want. We can let go of the past and all the pain and hurt that came with it. We can be grateful for the good things that have happened in our lives and move on. And it's difficult to be grateful when we are in our feelings about the past, right? But if we can get past the stumbling blocks of what was, we can surely enjoy what is. So I want you to repeat after me. I can be happy and content with what is happening in my life, and I can let go of what was. Remember, the past is gone, so let's be happy and content in the present. I want to encourage you to use the past to your advantage. Remember, pursue, act, see today. Thank you for listening, and as usual, stay inspired. Let's keep the conversation going by emailing me at katrina@katrinajohnson.online. That's katrina@katrinajohnson.online. So grateful that you joined me on this episode. Remember, information plus inspiration equals transformation. And until next time, stay inspired.